Hey all, a little discussion here about PMDD, which is Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder, which is like a much worse version of PMS. This can send women insane, want to unalive themselves, non-stop crying, feelings of impending doom, feeling like their feelings of life, anything in life being so bad that being unalived would be a much better solution. This brings out BPD, borderline type symptoms in women. It affects them for anywhere from a few days to 14 days before their period, usually throughout the luteal phase. And there could be a very simple solution to this, and there's got to be medical people that have caught on about this, and it's an easy trial to do. Thanks to TikTok family, it was suggested trying antihistamines, as there's a theory it's the histamine, the flooding of our normal hormones triggers a histamine response within the body, which sets off all these crazy symptoms. And for women who still get periods, then they magically disappear, usually once their period starts. And this condition has got to have caused many women to lose valuable things in their lives, relationships, and their own life. And it's going to be a disgrace on humanity on men living with these women, if it was simply able to be managed quite effectively with a simple allergy pill that's easily brought over the counter. I have used Phenergan throughout my PMDD experiences, but that knocked me out, because I knew I'm just so insane, unstable, self-harming, self-destructive, that it's better I take a couple of Phenergan, a shot of alcohol maybe, not great, but at least then I'm going to go sleep for a day or two and wake up and hopefully be better, much better than the alternative of harming or unaliving myself, like I tried to do 3 months ago, which PMDD was a big contributing factor to that. So this time round, halfway through my luteal phase, I thought I would try some Zyrtec this time, so the non-drowsy allergy medication. So for about 3 or 4 days, I've had one Zyrtec in the evening, and it's made a huge difference. That I still did have some intrusive self-harming thoughts and stuff earlier in the week, but I was able to manage that a lot more with self-help and self-awareness techniques, mindfulness, negating those thoughts, reminding myself it's just PMDD and in a few days it will pass. Those few days are really hard to endure when you're not medicated and when symptoms are extreme. When I'm in my normal phase, there's a lot of things I can do. I often have severe pain with mine. There was luckily this month my ovaries have been a bit kinder to me, and I haven't had the same level of pain. I probably have ADHD and perimenopause too, which just exacerbates PMDD as well. But I would definitely recommend people, unless you've got an intolerance or an allergy to allergy medication, give it a go and see how your symptoms are. And this, who knows, this may help men too. Who knows that men with a major depression or depression symptoms aren't having a histamine response. So take as prescribed, and check with your doctor before doing any medical things if you need to. But for a simple over-the-counter treatment, to give it a go, at worst, it's probably going to do nothing. But at best, it's going to reduce the symptoms a lot. Usually by this phase, I am in my doomsday thing. And again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. There's times I've thought I've made it through the crisis period, and then it hits me from left field. It takes me down. and it's really hard. And I think that's all for this video. Try the Zyrtec, try the antihistamine, and if it gets proven, like, it's got to be easy to get easy and pretty cheap to do a test with 100 women on this to see how it helps, doesn't it? Scientists, people in the medical field, you've got to be able to give this a test, and you'd be saving the lives of many, many women. Don't fall for the thing it only affects a few women a few days a month. The effect on our life is great, and our relationships and all those have damaging effects. The things I will complain about and not like during my PMDD stage is totally opposite of what I want when I'm in my balanced mind. So it's like, why was I even annoyed about that? That's not something I even want. But in my PMDD stage and brain fog, and I can't even add 2+2 or things like that. I often can't work for that time frame because I will just randomly start crying or get really, really angry with clients really, really easy. So it's best to avoid trying to work in that phase. And yeah, scroll through TikTok, a lot of PMDD girlies have reported success with this trial. And I have also brought a lot of vitamins to vitamin myself up. I am seeing a specialist next week, a gynecologist who specializes in PMDD. And you know what? There's only one psychiatrist that they know of in Victoria that knows about PMDD. So it has that one psychiatrist specialist and this gyno. I'm still going to look at some medical options, as this could just be a fluke that it's worked well for me this time, and it could be back with a vengeance next time. But depending what treatment option the gyno suggests, I will try this out again each month and report back to see how I'm doing. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. And sending strength and love to you guys, you girlies with PMDD. People, if you have a loved one with PMDD, just don't underestimate how much pain and how much of a disaster this illness condition is. It's really, really debilitating, and it takes a lot of mindfulness, resources, energy to maintain our composure throughout that time. And if we lose our composure, then we had tried our best, and then that usually has a compounding effect. I'm talking too long now. Bye.